Because, other people.
What about other people?
Other people can use that information. Hackers can use that information. A lot of people.
That somebody is from North Texas?
Yeah, North Texas.
Trin, girl, please. Girl, please. So, StreamYard is trying to ruin my life, knowing I don't do these very often. I'm not gonna lie, these chili cheese fries go hard. They are really good. You ended that one? Okay. Y'all, they just messed it up for me. Okay, is the squeal still there? Can you guys hear me, or is there a squeal? I really hope it's not. I'm on a different device now. Okay, they left. I'm just going to sit here and eat my food.
Talk about stuff for the replay.
Mm-hmm. If you are catching the replay, it's late. I'm in my pajamas. My hair is not combed. Okay. But I was hungry. And I didn't know what I wanted to eat. And I sat around for hours until I decided what I wanted to eat. And I decided to go to Jack in the Box. And when I pulled up, I was pleasantly surprised because they now have a chili cheeseburger and some chili cheese fries. And I said, instead of recording a video, let me go live because I need to start going live. I need to get used to it and, whatever. But the darn StreamYard was messing up. So the one person that came in didn't let me know if it was messing up or not. So I hope not. And since there's no one here to talk to, I'm just going to eat my food. And this burger is actually really good. Yeah, she crazy. She knows that I'm live and she wants to get in the video.
So you won't be
Well, I almost don't want you to ask me questions while I'm chewing. Hi, the one person that's viewing. Can you please comment and let me know if you hear a loud squeal? Because this is my third time trying this. And I don't want to record a whole live and end up having to take it down. Let me know. Hootie hootie hoo. One time I don't know if they can hear me. Can you hear me? There's 3 people. Can any of you guys hear me, or is there still that really loud, annoying, squeaky sound? I'm on a different device now. You can't. I don't think you can have both of them on at the same time.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
No. I don't know. No one's telling me if they can hear a squeal, if they can hear me. Or maybe they are telling me and the comments aren't popping up. It's HEAR. And you can hear me because you're standing you're standing right next to me. Now we're down to one person. And I still don't. It said that the mic was working. Let me see. Audio test. I don't know, just echo cancellation, stereo audio. So are you the one person that's watching? No, it was late at night, girl. Other people are on live, I'm sure.
You got this, Mom.
It's okay. I'm not worried. I just want to know if they can hear me or not.
I just tried to test one.
Because to sit and do an entire live.
I say yours on here.
Mommy, I got a message. It's coming
Hmm?
in. You're getting a message in.
From who? You?
No, for somebody else. Maybe. Anonymous. Did
Mm-mm.
you get it?
I don't have anything to talk about. I will be talking to myself.
Okay.
I already did. I said the food tastes good. I said this is actually really good. Now, I will challenge some people, if they have a Jack in the Box, to go try it because it's actually really good. Try something new. It's very comforting for fall, I tell you what. Maybe I should have titled it Test. I gotta learn how people do those encores. An error occurred. Huh? Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me get out of this. See, something's wrong with this thing. Oh, can you hear me? I am actually still watching her. It's just I had to come on here because I went to go get me something to eat and from Jack in the Box, and they had something new. They had chili cheese fries. So I decided that instead of doing a video, I would come on here and eat the chili cheese fries and do a review and maybe have people chat with me. And Nene said that she was getting off of there, but she has not. But I don't want to, like, tell her that I'm on or anything like that. And when I came on at first, Perkins Life 4, James, and Elisa came on, but they said there was a really loud squeal. And I tried a couple of more times and it was still there. So can you hear me okay? Or is the squeal still there? Yes. Oh, I thought that was her asking. I don't know if she's still here. They also had a chili cheese burger. What?
It's not even on there.
Okay. It must have just been my laptop. And I know I look crazy right now because it's late. It's 12:37 and I should be in the bed. Hi, Vegas girl. Listen, since you're here, this is not like a challenge video other than a try something new challenge. So maybe you can go to Jack in the Box and get their chili cheese fries or their chili cheese burger if they have a Jack in the Box where you are. I'm down to one. Maybe she just popped in for a minute. Oh, really? You know what, Holy Spirit Firefall? Sis Jane, I don't think you ever told me where you are. This thing is just tripping because it says there's only one person watching and both of y'all are here and then Trent is on another device. Yes, you told me you did the sandwich, right? Georgia. There's no Jack in the Box in Georgia? What? That's crazy. Yeah, you did tell me. You said you were in the country though, right? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm from Oklahoma. Oh, y'all, excuse me. I'm from Oklahoma City. I cannot wait to see that. Oh my gosh. So I'm from Oklahoma City and they just got a Jack in the Box. Like maybe we've been here, 6 years? So maybe about 7 years ago, but Jack in the Box has been in Texas forever. I don't want you to say what town or whatever. I had a great aunt who lived in Albany, Georgia. I almost died when I was at her house. Do y'all want to hear that story? It was my first time visiting, and I was not with my parents. I was with some cousins of my parents, my mom. Vegas girl, do you have a Jack in the Box in Vegas? Hi, hello, welcome. Don't forget what? Hi, Prince Daniel. Thank you for checking in. So I decided to go live at the last minute because I went ahead and went to Jack in the Box, like I told y'all, and they have chili cheeseburgers and chili cheese fries. Yes. So I decided instead of doing a video and then waiting 2 months to upload it, because that's what I normally do, I will go ahead and go live and review it. And I'm going to tell y'all, it is good. It's good. They use good chili. It's too late at night for me to be eating chili, but I was hungry. Trin keeps whispering to me. She's a distraction. Yeah, see my little twist back there. Anyway, Holy Spirit Firefall, do you want to hear the story about how I almost died in Albany, Georgia? It's a true story. Yes, it is so good. It's really good. I should not be eating like this before I lay down at night. Would you stop whispering? Well, I don't see it yet.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I do a mukbang right because I cover my mouth. I don't want y'all to see me chewing. Okay, so I was about 12, 13 years old. Maybe not even that. I don't even know. But my great aunt, she had this beautiful hair, right? It was long. It was silky, just very pretty. So one day I was walking down her hall and I saw this hair hanging from her bedpost and I thought it was a person. So it scared me, right? Well, later that night, I had a peppermint in my mouth and I was talking to my cousins and I got ready to talk about, let me see, you know how sometimes God will just slap you like, no, you stop. You're wrong for that. I got ready to talk about this wig and I inhaled and the peppermint got lodged in my throat. And my big cousin, the one that was grown, she didn't know. She was like, girl, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, girl? And I'm like, my other cousin, her name is Julia. We call her Juju. I'm going around. I'm like, Juju, Juju. That was the only word I could get out. And I'm like patting myself on the back. And then I got ready to walk out the room because I'm like, maybe if I get some water, I can get it down. So I go to get the water. No, I'm on my way out the door. And my cousin was like, where are you going? If you choking, where are you going? And so Juju finally got up and she did the Heimlich remover on me. And the peppermint came out. Rest in peace, Juju. She saved my life. And then she goes, you better be glad I watched Mrs. Doubtfire because I wouldn't have known how to do that. True story. I almost died. I almost blacked out. I will never forget that till this day. Until this day, I do not let, well, Trinity, she can, but I do not let the little ones eat hard candy. I was traumatized. That's kind of a lie. I let Taylor eat that, what was that thing, that warhead? But she was right in front of me. And I made sure to tell her, don't talk, don't laugh, don't do any of that. Why are you putting stuff up there? Have you ever eaten? I have, but I like the soft ones. The ones that dissolve. Mm-hmm. Yes. And or the ones that what was that? Your shoe? Or the Star Mints because you know they're kind of sweet, so they make your mouth water a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Yes, he was, Trin. Yes, he was. And my mom must have prayed for me too. You know, she didn't really let me go too many places with people, especially far away. But she let me go on that trip, and yeah, that would have been really bad. You know, she let me go somewhere, and then I choke on the peppermint and don't make it. Yeah, I don't really have anything to talk about. I really don't. I just know that I will record videos and then I'll put out like maybe 2 or 3 videos a week. Yeah, but if you try to chew a hard peppermint when you first put it in your mouth, excuse me, y'all, I have my allergies so bad. My nose has been running. But anyway, they'll get stuck in your teeth, and sometimes they'll like break off into little sharp shards and cut you. So yes. Right, I like the ones, Trend, that are they called star mints, breakfast mints, or whatever they're called, the soft ones that kind of melt in your mouth. I don't know, Holy Spirit. What numbers? Because right now I only see 2 on the eyeballs. On the eyeball. But thank you so much for Trent, what does it say on your end? Yeah, when I go in there. Oh, okay. I mean, it's late. I didn't give like a premiere or anything like that. I just, like I said, came on here, decided that I wanted to do this review, and it's really good. It's kind of bad that it's that good, because now that's what I'm going to want to be eating. Oh, yes. Yes, I'm so excited about that. I am. The channel it has grown so much. So much. It has grown a lot. And we are behind because we are supposed to be doing a 500 subscriber giveaway, but we don't know what we want to do. We can't make up our mind on what we're going to do. Plus, financially right now, it's kind of hard to, buy something or Cash App or anything like that. So I haven't ever seen them. What did you say? Try something new. Huh? What'd you say, Tran? Oh, Chewy. Oh, you're talking about the it's like a taffy. Yeah, it's like a taffy, I think, the one she's talking about. You're not talking about the ones that are soft and dissolve.
No, you chew it? Yeah, I think
Chewy like Laffy Taffy?
the peppermint.
Yes, is the peppermint chewy like Laffy Taffy, or is it soft like it crumbles or it dissolves?
It dissolves.
Okay, so she's using she is using the wrong word. She meant the soft mint, not taffy, but I love taffy as well. I'm really not a huge candy person, and I do, if you're talking about today as in it's Sunday because it's after midnight, I have to be at work at 12. And I worked Saturday as well. Okay, Trent. I really wish she was like sitting over here, because she's sitting to the side of me and she keeps whispering stuff to me. The girl know I can't hardly hear. She know that. And it's so late at night. Welcome back, the Perkins Life for James. I will start calling you James. I don't know if the title changed or not to test. If it did, then my name is Kia, Kiya. Yeah, I can see her, but okay, so I don't know how many children you have, Sis Jane. I know you have Gigi, but you know how I have 3 over here, right? So that, what do you call it? That tune out gang is strong. I used to not. We have spent the day together. The Perkins Life 4. Happy about that. Love you guys. I need to go. I've been at work all day, And when I came in, I saw Pink and Nene. And so I went to both of them on two different devices and couldn't really listen to one. But yes, so I used to not have tune out game. I used to not have that at all. And everything they said, every move they made, like I heard it. I still can't watch TV when they're around because they're so loud. They talk over the TV and that just frustrates me. But so I can see her over there doing some moving around and motioning, and she knows I am one. Holy Spirit, fire, follow me. And you talked about this. I don't like when people whisper. And she's over there just really just whispering to me like, stop it, Trent, stop. Just my GG, but 3 nephews that keep us on my toes. And hold on, wait, where'd it go? And my middle nephew is the one with autism. Oh, okay. So do you know what he's classified, like high functioning, or if he is he on the low end of the spectrum? Or because Taliya, they classified her as low. She's low functioning. Did you find it? No, I switched devices. It was my laptop I was using, and now I'm using my Chromebook. So I don't know. I don't know what that was. I'm glad it's not there anymore. I'm like, not today, because we know I don't ever go live. Taliya is low functioning. I don't really quite understand how they determine high functioning and low functioning, other than high functioning, they can talk and do things for themselves, I guess. And Taliya is nonverbal, but she can do things for herself. She just has to be taught to do it. Once I teach her how to do something, that's it. She knows how to do it. You don't have to show her again. But she also figures a lot of stuff out on her own. So I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I am high functioning, but that squeal was messing with my brain. I'm sure it was. I am so sorry. I don't know what that was. I couldn't hear it on my end. And so I didn't know, because I was on somebody else's live one night and they had a loud squeal like that. And I was like, So yes, Holy Spirit, you still here? Did I put that up there? How do I get those? I don't even know how to get those from over there. Put them up. No, help me get the comments back over here and off of this. Tap the comment again. Okay. Come on down. He is middle. I cannot remember what they call it. He is vocal, but wasn't for 5 years. He can do things for himself, but has to be his idea. If he isn't interested, then forget it. Oh yeah, Taliya is very stubborn. That girl, I would put her in a lot more videos, except she doesn't like to wear a shirt. We cannot make her keep one on. And sometimes she will like hit her head on things, or hit people, or scratch, or spit. And so we do good when she'll like actually sit down somewhere and let us record a video while she plays with the toy. She's repetitive also. In everything. Yes. I actually had to get this toilet flush stopper, because she would we couldn't keep her from going in the bathroom just to flush the toilet over and over and over and over and over again. I said, girl, you are going to run up our water bill. Lord, going to have my water bill sky high flushing that toilet like that. But electronics, oh boy. She'll push the same button over and over and over and over. Oh, I'm rocking the camera, sorry. She'll push the same button over and over and over and over again and kill the battery in a day and a half and then get mad because the battery is going dead. And I'm like, we cannot afford to keep buying batteries every other day, Taliya. He will tell me the same thing a million times. He eats the same thing almost every day. Hardly will try new things. Okay. So, I'm sorry, my phone got loud. I almost wonder if that's bad or if I would prefer for Taliya to be that way. Because here's the issue. Number one, she is allergic to everything. Eggs, peanuts, tree nuts, wheat, oatmeal, parsley, olive oil, citrus, mangoes, lentils. I think I might have named all of them. So that says a lot, right? Well, she only has certain foods that she can eat in the first place. And it's like she'll love it. And then all of a sudden she doesn't want it anymore. But yes, if things don't go his way, he used to be violent. But she is violent. Well, James, that's how Trinity is. She's not autistic, but she has like anxiety. So she fidgets a lot and has to have something in her hand. But Taliya, it's like when she decides that she doesn't want it anymore, she can't tell us what she wants and we have to guess. So I'm always playing the guessing game, and it's already bad enough when I go into the grocery store, I have to read the ingredients on every single thing I purchase. Hi, Denise. I am so glad you stopped by. Good to see you. So yeah, I have to read the ingredients on everything, even stuff that I'm used to buying, because some things, like who is it? Farm Fresh, I think it is. Anyway, they used to have these frozen meatballs. They didn't advertise it as gluten-free, but it didn't have gluten in it. And then all of a sudden, they decided to put gluten in it. And I'm like, why would you do that? Yes, you know what? So you just proved something to me, because I told the kids that when it's going to rain or the weather's going to change or, we're going to get a storm. Well, Denise, I don't go live too often. This was really like just a spare the moment thing. She wants to lay in her bed all day. And I told them, I said, I think it might be because of the weather. I think she wants to lay in her bed all day because of the weather. Now, for me, I have arthritis in my knees, and I had so many spinal blocks that my back and my knees will start hurting when the weather changes, or if I get too cold, which I cannot. That right there just bothers me because I don't like being hot. I have to be cold. But then my bones get to hurting, and yeah. But Taliya also had a bunch of surgeries, and I know when you have surgeries, weather and stuff like that can affect how you feel. I am so glad you came, Denise. When you go live, it's usually either right at that time I'm getting dinner or giving baths or medicine, but I usually will see your live, and then the pressure change really messes my head up. So explain to me what you mean when you say it messes your head up. Like, does it give you a headache or make you feel anxious, or I hate being hot and I'm in Florida. Yeah. I'm in South Texas, and it is so humid here in the summer. So humid. And we get 3 days of winter, Trent? we get like 3 days of winter, you know, and is Holy Spirit still here? She's probably in and out of both of these. I want to know about that because, you know, you're high functioning, James, and you can tell me things that Taliya can't tell me because she's nonverbal. Sometimes I almost wonder if she's more like OCD and ADHD than she is autistic. She has, I guess it don't matter. Like I was going to say, I didn't come on the live to like talk about her story or anything, but if you guys want to hear it, I am more than happy to tell you. There's pain, there's confusion, there's anxiety, there's anger, everything, words, vision is all jumbled up. Thank you for sharing that with me because that helps me to better understand her. Is there like, has your doctors prescribed anything to like help with that? Because she finally, her doctor, I've been telling her since they diagnosed her with autism, that my husband he has anxiety and OCD, and we know at least 2 of his children has ADHD, and it could be, she can't express to us how she feels, you know. But I was Trin, will you hand me that lotion, please? I've been washing right over there. I've been washing my hands so much they look very bad. But anyway, I was telling her I think she needs some medication or something like that because, you know, she's very hyper. She couldn't walk until she was 3. But there's a story behind all of that. Yes, Holy Spirit, firefall, but my home is in Syracuse. Oh, that's a big move, Denise. From Syracuse, New York to Florida. With me, a lot of medication doesn't work. I have different reactions to it, and it doesn't do anything at all. Okay, so for like with Trinity, for instance, things that would normally make, like Benadryl, things that would normally make a person sleepy will make her hyper. And things that would normally make a person hyper makes her sleepy. Like it does the opposite. Some anxiety medication even puts me into a mate. I've heard that too, James. I've heard that too, so I'm a little nervous. But okay, so what I was saying is I finally got her doctor to listen to me about, because I honestly think that she like kind of drives herself crazy because she wants to be still and she wants to sit down, but she can't control it. She literally does not sit still for 2 seconds, and she will not go to sleep at night without melatonin. Sometimes, like I say, she'll start like hitting her head, or she'll take something and she'll start like banging her head with it. But I'll go ahead and give you guys, I don't know if anybody answered if they wanted to hear her story. They did?
Yes, Denise.
Who?
Denise.
Oh, Denise said yes. Okay. So Denise, first and foremost, before Taliya was born, I had several miscarriages. And when I got pregnant with her, before 11 weeks, I miscarried her twin. And then she ended up at 22 weeks trying to be born. I went into early labor. Well, they gave me a cerclage, put me on bed rest. That only lasted about 2 weeks. So she was born at 25 weeks, about 2.5, 3 weeks. She was born at 25 weeks, and she was actually doing pretty well. She was in the NICU for 9 months, and then she came home. Well, before she came home, they decided to do this surgery on her called a fundoplication, which is where they go in and they like tie a portion of your stomach off because she had they said she had acid reflux really bad because she was a poor bottle feeder. She wouldn't latch on and she wouldn't drink from the bottle either. And they didn't want her to come home with the NG tube. So we just agreed to get the surgery done because we were ready for her to come home. After the surgery, they had to put her on a steroid because she was on a ventilator. And in order to take her off of the ventilator, they had to give her that because she was a lung baby, right? Because she was born early. And so once, like when you have weak lungs like that, once you get them strong and they put you on a ventilator, your lungs kind of go, okay, you know what? I don't have to do this anymore. So I'm just going to let this do it. So they gave her that steroid. And for 4 weeks, she was getting the same dose that they started her out with. They didn't give us a wean schedule. We were going to all her follow-up appointments, and they weren't telling us that we needed to start weaning it down. Well, then she developed pancreatitis. This was all before she was a year old. She developed pancreatitis, went back into the hospital, and was very, very, very ill. She had multiple surgeries. She coded 3 times while she was there. She coded 3 times while she was there. And they ended up having to put her into a like medically induced coma. So all of the things that a baby would normally do, you know, developmental wise, she didn't get the chance to do that because she was in the hospital. So she ended up being in the hospital. She was in the PICU for almost a year. And then she transferred to another like long-term, short-term facility. It's like a rehabilitation hospital. And once she was well enough to leave there, turn it down and go back over there so you can talk to them because I'm not necessarily looking at the chat right now. Anyway, once she was well enough to come from there, she came home. And she came home at 3 years old. Was that her?
She rolls over.
Okay, I didn't want to wake her up. Anyway, she came home at 3 years old. She could not walk. She could not talk. She couldn't crawl yet, but she could roll. And so we had to, you know, like teach her all of that. She started, when did she walk? At 4? She started walking when she was 4. And the girl started walking like she had been walking the whole time. Like the physical therapist came to the house, sat her down on a little stool, and then helped her up with her hands. She took a couple of steps, and then she just took off across the floor. And we were all like, so I think she was really just scared. Oh, but she had a trach for a really long time. I kind of left that part out. So she had a trach for 3 years. She even came home with the trach. And so they told us that because she had the trach, she didn't get to develop the skills to talk. So it wasn't until she was 5. Y'all, I start losing count, like what age and what year and all of that, because they all kind of ran together. No, she was 6 when they finally diagnosed her with autism and quit saying she's just developmentally delayed. So like for a long time, they just kept saying, oh, she's just developmentally delayed. She was in the hospital so long. She didn't get to do this. She didn't get to do that. Now, sometimes she will try to verbalize, and it's only been like a full of times I've heard her say something, and I've heard her say it very clearly. But then sometimes she's just like, she just points. So you just like got up and started. I hear stories about kids that just get up and start running. Like they never crawl, or like my niece, she never crawled. She rolled everywhere. Like whatever she wanted, she would just roll. Yes, they labeled my nephew so many things, and his parents just kept denying autism. Yeah, I know a lot of people will do that. My husband, he's very, very, very overprotective of the kids. And I mean, huh?
What's the beautiful blend is on? Can I say hi?
Didn't you already do that?
I don't know.
Oh, you said blessed and beautiful. Okay. Anyway, he's very overprotective of the kids. And so when I first said, I've been doing some research on autism, and she's kind of showing, like, she's showing signs of autism because she used to do this all the time before she started like pushing buttons over and over again. And at first he was just kind of like, nah, man, like, nah, I ain't, no, you just saying that. And I'm like, no, I really think so. And I ended up talking to her speech therapist and her physical therapist, who couldn't diagnose her, of course, but they agreed that she did show signs. Wait a minute. What am I missing? Tran, you're not keeping up. Hold on. Let me go back, y'all. Okay, I never cried. There's so much I missed telling Talia's story. Trend, instead of Trend like monitoring what everybody's saying and helping me respond, she's over there looking to see who is on. Okay. Hi, Wolf. Did I know you were here? I'm not even sure. Okay, I read that part. Okay, my nephew seemed completely fine for about 6 to 8 months after being born. So really at 8 months is when you guys notice that there might be something wrong. So I can't take mood suppressants or pain medication because I get bad reactions to all of them, which sucks because my mental issues and my physical pain. And Taliya is on so much medication. I mean, her list used to be much longer, so I'm thankful. I praise the Lord every day. Her list, she has seizures, so she takes 2 medications for that. She has hypothyroidism, pituitary gland deficiency. And with that, she has to get a hormone shot every day. And she had asthma really bad because of the scar tissue and stuff on her lungs, but she has grown out of that. She still has to take Singulair, and what's the other one she takes, Tran? Lord, I did a video on it. I can't even keep up. No, I said the 2 seizure medications. Y'all listen, it's after 1 o'clock, so just bear with me. Remember when I said at Triple C and Joe last night that I can speak a little bit of Spanish, but when I'm tired, I can barely speak English? You see that happening to me tonight. So I can't take mood suppressants or pain medication because of it. Okay, I read that. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't notice physical pain. Now, see, they don't have her on any mood suppressants. But we are going to doing a video appointment with the psychiatrist to talk about getting her on some medicine because she does, what I would typically tell Taylor or Tran, I might have to tell them once or twice. Taliya, I will tell her 100 times a day. She'll hit Taylor just because Taylor is sitting there. She'll spit on Taylor and I don't know if she likes the reaction or what, but it's like all day, I'm stop, go sit down, quit, get over there, leave her alone. Taylor, just leave out of there because she's not going to leave you alone. Then I don't want to get out of here. I mean, just, oh Lord, pray for me, y'all. I said yes to, okay, I didn't even notice she said yes, she wanted to hear it. Kind of. Oh, well, I can't stand acid reflux. Yeah, but okay, the reason why I said they said she had acid, I'm sorry, give me a minute. What? Yeah, because I had to go back up and see what everybody was saying because anyway, you weren't putting it over there so I could see it. Um, she distracted me. Okay, they said she had acid reflux. They did the swallow studies, never saw any acid reflux, but they told us we could not bring her home with the NG tube. And they told us about the long-term facility, but instead of us going to tour it, we were like, that sounds like a nursing home. And we really just want this. We really want her home. We just really want our baby home with us. So go ahead and do the surgery. And I really wish, but I mean, it is what it is. I really wish if I could go back, I would have said no surgery. Because before that, she didn't have any surgeries before that. And being born at 25 weeks, sometimes they have to have quite a bit done. She was actually doing really good for a premature baby. I used to have acid reflux bad until I had my surgery. So Denise, what surgery is that? Did you have what I just, the fundoplication like Taliya did? Did you already answer, Holy Spirit, about how many years between you and Taliya? Okay. You said you did? Okay, I see. 2 or 3?
2 or 3 years. She's about to turn 10.
Yeah, it's 2.5. It's 2.5. Let's see. Trin was born in August of 2007, and Taliya was born in November of 2010. Mm-hmm. Right. So there's a story behind Trin as well, but I'll have to get permission before I can tell that story. Uh-oh. I zoomed in. How are you, Trendy? Blessing to you. I never cried. I'm doing well. Yes, they labeled my nephew. Yep. The Perkins for life. I didn't crawl either. My mom said I scooted around and then started walking. So I think some kids, like I've seen kids that just don't want their knees on the floor. I've seen, especially with hardwood floors, like they just do not want their knees on the floor. My niece, she has never been diagnosed with anything. Very, very, very intelligent, but she just did not want to crawl or walk. She just rolled everywhere. It was the funniest thing. Honestly, he was fine. He was the happiest. He was the happiest baby in the world, so happy and easy, but around 8 months, everything changed. He quit making noises and was miserable for a long time. See, Taliya, when she came home, she was happy. She loved watching Barney. I mean, she would like watch it. And I know they say that a lot of kids with autism, they won't pay attention to TV. They won't look at you. They won't answer to their name or anything like that. But she was mama, bye-bye, dada, and happy. But then she went into the hospital. So it's kind of hard to say that, none of this happened because of the hospital stay. His parents got him in a program a few years ago and tried all kinds of meds on him to see what would work. And he finally is on one that works, and he is much better, but still unique and just unique, beautiful self. Oh, yeah. Yes. I mean, that girl has so much personality. So much personality. And it would be easy for anybody to fall in love with her. She is a Sour Patch Kid, and when I say that, I mean that. Trin can attest to that. If she wants something, like, say she wants this lotion bottle, she'll come up to me and start giving me hugs and kisses and, and I'm like, oh, you're being so sweet right now. And then she'll like ease her way towards the bottle. And I'm like, really? You just tried to butter me up. You just tried to use me. The girl is smart. She's very intelligent. Very, very intelligent, but boy, she gets in those moods sometimes. And my issue is she's stronger, which makes me want to bring up another subject. So, we're doing the virtual homeschool. And with virtual homeschool, Trina, are you welcome? Are you saying hi to everybody? Okay, because I see that more people are coming in. With virtual homeschool, I'm having a really hard time with her. And I know for anyone who doesn't have a child that's on the spectrum, they might not understand the difficulties. When I hear parents talk about the difficulties with homeschooling, it's because they have to help with the work. It's because the kid isn't getting on the computer and doing the work. It's because they are either working from home or working out of the home, and they're finding out that the kids are not doing the work. Those aren't the types of issues I have. I have issues with Taliya trying to throw her computer, hitting me, scratching me, biting me, hitting herself, taking her shirt off right in the middle of a Zoom. Then Taylor coming out every 10 seconds telling me the internet logged me out. I can laugh about it right now, but in the moment, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to pull my darn hair out. I'm like, the internet didn't lock you out, sweetheart. You keep pushing buttons and going to all the different tabs and kicking yourself out. My microphone doesn't work. Taylor, that's because your teacher turned it off because you keep messing with it. My camera stopped working. That's because your teacher turned it off because you keep messing with it. Okay, so all of that with her while I'm trying to calm Taliya down, remember what time something will happen, like she'll go to lunch break. Taliya throws food all over the house and she'll be covered from head to toe. I'll try to put her in long sleeve shirts and stuff like that so I don't have to give her a shower after every meal. But I'll look up and I'll be like, we were supposed to be in your Zoom meeting 45 minutes ago, but I'm cleaning walls and mopping floors and giving you a shower and trying to get you to go sit down somewhere. It's not working. It is not working. I actually put them on the list to go back to school. I've been praying about this. I'm like, Lord, Taliya needs to learn. She needs education. She's a very intelligent, very smart young lady, and she catches on very easily. But I cannot teach her the things that they want her to learn at school. The only thing I can do with her at home is work on her behaviors and show her how to maneuver her way around the house. Taylor she needs to be in a classroom. She needs structure because while I'm sitting with Taliya, Taylor is in her room with the computer by herself, which is not okay. I can just peek in there from time to time. She won't keep the door open because she says, when Taliya starts yelling, I can't hear because Taliya yells really loud. So I put them on the list because I said, I haven't heard anything about any positive cases of coronavirus at their school. I called that morning, and that night I got an email from the school saying someone tested positive. And I was like, no. What am I going to do? Because Taliya has an adrenal deficiency. And if you don't know what that is, that means basically she has no immune system. So something as simple as a stomach bug can send her to the emergency room. I mean, she can get it can kill her. It can be fatal. Something like a stomach bug that lasts for 24 hours can be fatal for her. So I'm just like, they're just going to have to pass her, I don't know, because I'm having a hard time. And she has one teacher who gets it. She's like, it's fine. That's her afternoon teacher. It's fine. I understand. We know how Taliya is. We know you're a parent first, a teacher second. But her morning teacher, she's a little more by the book. I can tell she expects for things to be a certain way. Even if she says, oh, I get it. I understand. Do you really understand that there is 6 of y'all in the classroom and just me here at the house? Do you really understand that? So I don't know. And then Trin, I decided I'm going to keep her at home because with the ADHD, she does better to me at home because she cannot interrupt class. I don't have to get phone calls from teachers and stuff like that telling me that she's getting in trouble and talking too much and won't stay in her seat and throwing pencils and things like that. But I got a second email from her school today saying that someone tested positive. So I'm nervous now. I don't know what to do. No, it's a weight loss surgery. I'm a VSGER. I had the sleeve. Don't. I had acid reflux real bad. It was corrected when I got my weight loss. Oh, see. Okay, so I was talking to Pink about this on the phone. And I told her that Taliya basically had the same thing. They call it fundoplication, but for weight loss, they call it a sleeve. And for the sleeve, is that where they just tie off a portion of the stomach or do they cut some of it out? Because they told us they like take a piece of the stomach and wrap it around for the fundoplication. Oh, Tim is here. Big Tim. Hi. I'm sorry. I'm so behind on these comments because I'm telling stories. Trin, you just skipped me like way up. Okay, here we go. Yes, thank you for dropping links. Homeschool is, of course you would say that. Don't put numbers in here. I don't know very much about this, but Triple C and Joe say if you put numbers, it will flag. And see, I think like if the two little ones are at school, then I can help Trin a little more. And Trin, again, she's very intelligent, just like the rest of them, but she gets distracted way too easily. I mean, way too easily. How did you like it, Big Tim? How did you like homeschooling? If you are still here, I should have been homeschooled. Haley, Gigi. Okay, so Gigi's name is Haley. Got it. Had some learning issues, so having her home was good. Who? Pink! I love you, Pink. I love you, Pink. I love you, Pink. Yes, Hunty. I love you so much. Trin, you stop.
What I do?
How old is your oldest? Trinity is, did you already answer that, by the way? Oh, am I caught up now? Girl, I'm caught up. So Trinity just turned 13 in August. What'd you say, Trin?
You got 3 comments in.
Really, she must be really, really smart because she being taught from the best. Hold on. Okay, it jumped. And then Pink said, hey, baby. Hey. Hi, Sister Pink. The queen has arrived. Yes, right. The queen has arrived. Pink, I am still planning my getaway to come and have coffee with you and Lady Tanya, right?
And me.
Or no.
Yes, me.
You're not coming. Didn't I just tell you to stop putting numbers in there? Yes, you did. You just put a 4. Y'all, you see this girl don't listen, y'all. She drive me crazy.
I listen.
Remove it. Hold on. Have you ever thought about having her help you teach the younger? James, Trinity would be more in the way than she would be helping. And that's the honest truth. When I tell you this, she gets distracted really easily. She would, no. Hi, the real Lady Tanya. How you doing? How you doing? I'm so glad you're here. Y'all are making me feel special. So what I came on here originally to do was to try this Jack in the Box chili cheeseburger. It's already gone. I had to hurry up and scarf it down because I tried to do this review a few times and there was a really loud squeal and my food got cold. And I don't know about y'all, but cold chili is nasty. They also have a chili cheese fry, and it was good. I couldn't believe how good it was. You never know, it might help her focus. Okay, so I'm trying to think of a way to explain this. Like, when she is with them, she tends to like go down to their level. So like with Taylor, for instance, they'll be arguing. They'll argue the entire time. She'll be, no, you don't do that. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes, I do. Mom. It wouldn't. It wouldn't. And then Taliya, for some reason, I don't know why, she will love on Trin for like a few minutes, and then all of a sudden she'll just like scratch her or pull her hair. Or has she ever bitten you?
No.
She just scratches you up and pulls your hair. So yeah, it would not be a good idea. I can't even, I'm going to put it to you guys like this. I can't even get in the shower and tell Trin to keep an eye on them. No. She said, okay, but Taliya was in her room banging her head on the wall. She's like, yes, you can. You got in the shower this morning. Taliya was in her room banging her head on the wall. Trin was in her room vacuuming it and cleaning it up. And the whole time I am in the bathroom saying, what's wrong with her? While I'm in the shower. Go figure out what she wants. What is going on in there? Taliya, stop banging your head. Huh?
False information. That is false.
No. Not false at all. So finally, I'm just like, Lord, let me just get out the shower, because goodness. Those faces, Trin. My face?
No, the faces that I bring.
Huh? Let me bring you up here. How can you come up here from over there?
Yes. On this computer.
Come up here. But yes, so no. Trin doesn't, she doesn't even like go in and, yes, boss mama swag all day long. I'm telling you. Boss mama swag. Boss mama swag. At first it was supposed to say cooking in the kitchen and taking out the trash. Boss mama swag. But see, I can't. You're not over here.
Okay.
Trin is going to come up. Devices. Is it going to go?
No.
Hi, baby. You're going to turn it down. It's not going to work.
Hey.
Okay. They're just going to have to hear you from over there.
Yep.
Okay. Is it swelling or anything? Okay, where am I? That's because she was watching them as a sibling and not as an authority figure. But see, this is what I'm saying. Yes, person like I tell her that all the time. I said Taylor does not have any respect for you because she sees you at her age. Because instead of you being the authority figure, you bring yourself down to her level.
This is all false.
No. No. You should hear it. Like, for the longest, I'm like, you are 13. Well, this is when she was 12. I'm like, you're 12, she's 5. I don't understand what the problem is. All day long. All day long. Well, she thinks she's smarter than me. She thinks she's better than me. This is Trin.
Nope.
She's always trying to boss me around and tell me what to do, and I'm just like,
no, Mom. No.
Okay, what is it?
It is that I'm just naturally like that.
Naturally like what exactly? Does Trinity have a phone or tablet? There's a story behind that.
Yeah, there's a story behind everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we can talk about it.
Not on this slide.
We can talk about it. Who wants to know why Trinity does not have a phone or a tablet?
Take it away, Mom.
The squeal is back. You got to turn it off. Unmute my mic. Trend. Y'all.
Oh my gosh. Let's just pretend.
Okay, let me apologize to y'all because my co-host is Lord. So I didn't realize she muted my mic. She muted my mic and y'all could hear through her mic. And that is the thing that was squealing, right? Could y'all hear anything I was saying? Don't do that again. She gonna get a beat down. Gonna mute my mic. How you gonna mute me? And I'm the host. Okay, yeah, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Okay. I'm glad I saw that over there. Yes, now the sound is weird. Okay, hold on. Pink said, I had the gastric sleeve in 2018 that took out 80% of my stomach. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Bars do the exact same thing, but when we put the oldest in charge, it's different attitudes and situation. It doesn't work like that over here. James, if you are still here, because I know that sound was bothering you and I didn't realize that Trinity muted me and had hers on, which is the one that makes the sound. If you are still here, please say something so I can ask you a question. The rubbing game? What's that? Taliya, y'all. Okay, so the reason why I say we can talk about why Trend does not have any devices is because I think it's just important for kids to understand how serious this stuff is. So the first time she got a phone, I think she was 8. You were 8, right? 9? No, you were 8.
I was going on 9.
Okay, she was 8, almost 9.
No, it was Christmas. I was 9. Christmas has passed.
Anyway, she got the phone from her Nana for Christmas, and she made a big mistake. Something popped up on the Xbox, some phone number for an adult webcam or something like that. I don't think she understood it was an adult webcam, or at least I hope she didn't realize that. But she was calling it, and when she would call it, it would send her a text. I agree. I don't understand kids getting devices, but I am old school. Anyway, Chad. So she was calling the number and it would send her a text back that said, I can't talk right now, but send me a text or something like that. And when I saw that, I was like, what is this? She gives me this whole big old long story about how it's somebody that she goes to school with, her friend or something like that. And it was on a live game on the DS and Yaze, blah, blah, splee. So come to find out, it was actually a number to an adult webcam thingy. So she got her phone taken away because she did not understand. I said, she's not mature enough. She's not responsible enough. Let's just wait until she's a little bit older. So a couple of years later, she gets another phone and got it taken away at school. I had to pay a fee to get it back. She was playing in class on the phone, all of that stuff, letting other people take her phone and getting on this chat group thingy called IMVU, okay, which had inappropriate adult content. It is basically like a chat room where a bunch of people come together and they're talking about adult stuff. And she, curious, just reading all in it. Okay. So she got the phone taken away. Then she got this here lovely Chromebook that I'm using, where she was just supposed to be doing typing work for computer technology. But what did she do? She decided to download that IMVU to it. Got it taken away. We talked to her several times about the seriousness and child sex trafficking and, how these people can find you and you don't know who you're talking to on the other side of there and, whatever. Then we had an Xbox in the living room and she was getting up in the middle of the night. We have a camera right here in this corner. Okay. It sees straight to the living room because it's an open floor plan. She's getting up in the middle of the night, texting people on the Xbox. And this went on for a while before my husband finally said, you know what? I'm just taking it out of here. No Xbox in the living room. So now she has to gain trust. She has to earn our trust back. I am afraid. If she's going to be on YouTube, I got to be right there. Because if you can't, there was someone on the Xbox soliciting her, and instead of her telling us about it, she was just deleting the message. No. You have to come tell me, honey. You can't just sweep that stuff under the rug because you're not understanding what these people are doing to kids. Okay. This is some serious business. Hi, Zach. So yes. At Kia Trend and my brothers and sisters, good night. I'm heading off. God bless and blessings to y'all. Have a wonderful, blessed night, everyone. Good night, Brother Wolf. Did I miss any comments? Probably. No, I just did some unholy stuff last year. If what? Sis Jane, I'm hoping and praying that we got that stuff out of the way and that now she really I'm gonna tell you, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Tran got in some trouble and I had to ground her for life. No, she was grounded for
300 years.
She was grounded for a few months. I took everything out her room except for her bed, the sheets, the pillows, the comforter, and a Bible. Everything. She had no dresser. I had to pick out her clothes for her. I had to give her her underclothes. I had to give her her socks. And I made sure I stuck to that. And I slowly started giving her stuff back when she started proving that she could be trusted and she didn't want to get in any more trouble. And then right after she came off punishment, she made one, I won't say it was a small mistake, but she got on that darn Fortnite and she bought something. And when my husband said, "Did you buy something on Fortnite?" She looked at me and she started crying. And I said, "What are you crying for?" She's like, "Because I don't want to get grounded again." I'm giggling, but in my head, I'm like, yes, it worked. Something finally worked because nothing was working before. I mean, I've had this girl literally mop the floor with the toothbrush and it didn't work, but grounding her for life, taking everything away from her, it worked. Good thing was she did read the Bible and she learned some stuff. Right, Tran?
But I never got it. Sorry.
That's when you put a knife. See that? That's when you put a knot on their head and they spend the next hour rubbing on it. You know, I'm going to use that. That's funny. Trent said I have some comebacks. But let me tell y'all, for Taylor, I had to, because that girl will one up you. That is one witty 5-year-old. I'll tell y'all something she said to me when she was 2. She was doing something. Troy was messing with her, and I'm a very strict parent. I was raised by very strict parents, and I'm thankful my parents were strict. Yes, I agree. It's great she learned from her mistakes. Yes, I can tell y'all about my upbringing. I had one that was a little easygoing and one that was very strict. So it balanced. I was able to, don't put all caps. Get that out of there.
I didn't even know I couldn't do that.
Yes, you did, because I told you that. I told you that. Get it out of there. Okay, so anyway, back to what I was saying about Taylor first. That girl, Troy was messing with her, and she said, "Daddy, go to sleep," or "go to bed," or something like that. And I said, "Taylor, don't talk to your daddy like that." She said, "I'm not a toy." And I'm like, I know you're not a toy. What do you mean you're not a toy? And Troy busted out laughing. And he said, "In other words, she's telling you, don't play with her." I was like, this little girl right here. And Taylor's first word was when she was 4 months old. So, what y'all think about that? She has not stopped talking since. Am I lying, Trin? And she was a screamer. She screamed bloody murder. She didn't cry. She screamed. Not. So her word was not. She was sharing a bed with me and Troy, and she kept like reaching her arms out to him because she didn't want to go to sleep. So she'd reach out to him, he would take her, then she'd reach out to me, I would take her. And I said, "Would you get somewhere and lay down?" Not expecting for her to understand me, but she said, "Not." And I was like, okay. We looked at each other and I was like, this girl is talking back. This girl just told me not. Taylor is bold, mean.
Bold, mean. And then there's another.
She's not mean.
Yes,
she is very sassy. Very, very sassy. So I had to one up her. I've never been like one for comebacks. Like, I'm not really good with that. But that girl, I have to. The other day she kept asking for a Band-Aid for a little piece of hangnail she had that came off. But every time she would ask me, I was busy doing something. So I would say, yeah, I'll give you a Band-Aid in a minute. So she made it through the whole day without this Band-Aid because I kept blowing her off. Told her to go to bed. You know how kids are. They get in the bed and they got to think of reasons to get out the bed. So then she comes to me and she says, "Mommy, you never gave me a Band-Aid." And I said, "You're going to need a Band-Aid for your butt cheeks if you don't get out of here and leave me alone and go to bed." Trin started laughing. She said, "Mom, where do you get this stuff from?" I'm like, man, you just have to one up her because that girl is relentless. Haley screamed too, and she would talk and sing all the time. Now she does 7 hours straight. 7 hours. Oh my. And she talks the whole time? Like, I'm talking a lot right now. My mouth is getting dry. My mom tells me that Taylor acts like me, and I know I didn't act like that. There's no way I acted like her. None. I don't believe it. James said it works. I bet it does. Taylor is the type of person that will keep reminding you gave her a knot. And when you tell her be quiet, she'll say it again. Am I lying, Trin? She'll be over there like, look what you did. You gave me a...
No. After a few seconds, when she thinks you forgot about it, she will remind you so you will remember what you did to her.
She won't let it down. She told me I owe her some money because What did she say, Taylor? Trent, because I cut her off or something.
Like, you owe me money because I was talking. You just cut me
Yeah,
off.
she goes, you owe me money. And I said, what do I owe you money for? Because I was talking and you just started talking like you didn't hear me. I owe you money for that. And she really believes that. She keeps telling me that. Oh yeah. Y'all want to know about the get along shirt, huh?
No, don't tell them that. No, I don't want to know that. No, why I know that?
I put Taylor because they kept arguing, Taylor and Trent. Like the second time I put them in the get along shirt, I moved the couch really close to the TV and put on Barney, the I Love You song. And I made I said, y'all are going to sit there and y'all going to watch it and y'all are going to sing it. And when y'all decide to get along, I will let y'all out the shirt. But guess what? They liked the TV show. And they weren't saying scoot over, get off me or anything. They weren't asking to get out the shirt. It was funny to them.
It was a big shirt. And their small little bodies too thin. And I was warm.
Taylor, y'all, I do this. I get their names mixed up. Trinity's over there saying it was a big shirt and it was warm.
And I was cold at the time.
I have stubborn kids. I'm not lying. Trust me, I'm an old school parent. I'm 38, but I'm old school. I believe in the ways that my parents raised us, but these kids are not the same. They are not the same. Y'all know how your mama could give you a look? People are dropping off. They're not telling me bye. I don't know who left. But you know how your mom could give you a look? Like, and you didn't ask any questions. Basically, you were like, yes, ma'am. And you just, not mine. It works for ours, but we make them stand against the wall with their nose touching the wall. Huh. No, you see what Trent just said? Do you see what Trent just said when I mentioned the look? This is her response. Huh? Did you say something? I didn't hear you. What? What did I do? I'm like, do you know I could not say that to Gammy? I couldn't ask questions. I just better stop whatever it is I was doing. No matter what. I mean, I know sometimes kids don't realize they're doing something, but if I was talking, I stopped. If I was staring at someone, I stopped. If I had my mouth hanging open when she gave me that look, I closed it. But not these kids. No. It turns into the staring contest. Have y'all seen the Kevin Hart thing where he's like, they just end up looking back at me? No. Right. Not a word. And I tell them, because Gammy would be like, leave them alone. Gammy didn't do that to me. If Gammy was lecturing me, if I blinked, I was rolling my eyes. If I stared at her, I wasn't listening. But yes, not these kids. And they also do this. They wait until I move. Taliya does it too. If I say, get over here. Trent's comment just now, they make fun of my blinking. They say, we know when mama is like starting to get really mad because she'll start going.
Yeah, she'll start blinking really fast. I'd be like, oh,
I'd be like,
wait a minute.
I better have the right face when I looked at my parents. I didn't dare roll my eye. Right.
I never rolled my eyes. I tried it.
Oh, she said I never rolled my eye. Now she'll do this to me.
No, because my eyes.
Because my eyes. No. I'll tell y'all what Taylor did the other night too. Or the other day. What did she have? I can't remember. Oh, she had a necklace that she kept putting on, taking off, putting on. Well, she kept asking me to put it on. And finally at 8:00, I said, I'm not putting that back on you. It's too close to bedtime. Go put it up. So she goes the opposite way of her room. And when somebody is about to get a spanking, my phrase is, you show right. You show right. You just earned it. So when I go in her room, or she goes in her room because she knows you show right, meaning you better listen to what I just said. When I went in her room, she says, Mama, I wasn't going to put it on. I said, I know you weren't going to put it on, but when I told you to go put it up, you decided not to. That's because sometimes I forget where my room is. Y'all, I couldn't help but to laugh. I had to walk out of there because I couldn't help but to laugh. Oh my goodness. When I say you got to one up her because you just don't expect her to say some of the stuff she says. Y'all, I can go on and on and on about these kids because they are my life. I love them and I'm with them except for when I go to work, but I'm with them all day long. So I don't really have a whole lot I can talk about. Anything you guys bring up, I can probably make a discussion out of it, but
Taylor's too sassy. I mean, it's ridiculous how sassy she is.
Right. She's very sassy. Very, very, very sassy.
I mean, I can't even sass off to her because then she would have something sassy-er to say.
She's like, I can't even sass off to her because she'll have something sassy-er to say.
We should call her the queen of sassy.
She is. I mean, the girl is witty. Very witty. When Trin was little, she wasn't like, she didn't have a smart mouth. She wasn't really that hard-headed, but she cut off a girl's ponytail in pre-K.
Yes.
In pre-K, she cut off a girl's pony. And when I say cut it off, I'm talking underneath the rubber band. Joe! Hey, Joe. What's up? Can I get a thumbs up? That's the like button. Please subscribe. I know you're already subscribed. I just had to do the whole rap. Huh? A couple of years ago, one of mine said that they're going to call CPS on me because I took their stuff away. So I looked him dead in the eye and said, I'm going to tell you, I told my mom that I was going to call the police on her. She hit me with the phone and said, call them. Call them right now. And while they're on their way, I'm going to beat you. And when I get out of jail, I'm going to beat you again because she wasn't abusive, y'all. But I was way out of line for saying I was going to call the police on her. I felt like I was, trend. Yeah. So in Oklahoma, pre-K is mandatory. And Tran went at 3 years old. And one day her teacher, when I went to pick her up, told me that she cut this little girl's ponytail off. And I'm thinking like cut it off, or like she cut a piece of it, or like a piece of hair. And she said, no, like up under the braid, cut the whole thing off. She said Tran got her scissors off of the table when another little boy ran to the bathroom and the teacher went after them. She said she turned around and she saw this ponytail about this long laying on the floor. Y'all, I was so upset because, we take pride in our hair, and I'm just like, I wouldn't know how I would feel. I probably would, back then, especially, probably would have been ready to fight someone if my child came home with her whole ponytail off. And if you guys know anything about a haircut, if you have a high ponytail and you cut it, it's going to look like a shag. Like, she thought it was good. I told her, Tran, I am a licensed cosmetologist. I went to school to cut hair. You cannot go to school cutting other people's hair. And I still don't know why she did it. I don't know. She said she thought it would be pretty. I'm like, and the parents couldn't speak English very well, but at that time, what are they called? Pillow pets were really popular. So I bought a pillow pet for the little girl. I bought a card and I gave them $20 so that they could go get her hair cut. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yes, we are the same person at the Perkins for Life. So we are down to 3, which would be Holy Spirit, Firefall, you, and the Perkins. So, okay, so your kids, James, are, let me see if I can remember from one of the videos I watched. 12, 10, and you have a little girl, right? Well, anyway, how old are your children, James? And sis Jane, you do not look old enough for a daughter Gigi's age. Not that she's old and you're not old, but she's grown, I think. And you don't look old enough for a grown adult child.
She's not grown. She's a baby.
She's so beautiful.
Yeah, she really is pretty.
I told Trin, I said, look, she's so beautiful. And she's like, that's God's creation, girl. She is so beautiful. And I love how I love her streak in the front. I used to want one of those. No one would ever do it for me.
I want a red one or a teal one. Like a teal one would just make my face look.
A teal one?
No, okay, no. Maybe a red one.
You're not old. You can't be old. 2 22-year-old boys and a girl and 2 young. What? I didn't realize you had a set of twins, a girl, and then 2. So the 22-year-olds, they must be out of the house or just never in the videos. Y'all, Trin is in 8th grade, and I'm not ready for high school because I just feel like I just dropped her off at pre-K the other day, and she's already going to high school. And I don't like it. And then sis Jane, you know, she has an admirer. And I'm like, I wasn't ready for this yet.
Now, are you talking about someone I'm supposed to be? Y'all doing both?
She's not better. Y'all speaking in code. I wasn't ready for this. And her daddy, oh boy, he saw them on their live on the TV screen. And he was like, who's that? Who is that? I didn't tell you could go live with anybody. Who is that? I'm like, Lord. He's less ready than I am. I said, he lives far away. You don't have to worry.
And if he's watching this,
I ready. Start saying I'm.
Oh.
Actually, that is all natural gray hair that she has. She used to color it and cover it up, but she just said, forget it. I started getting gray at 13. You started getting gray at 13 or she started getting gray at 13? But I will tell you, when I was 13, I wanted gray hair, one on each side in the front. I also wanted purple on the tips or red on the tip. Nobody would do it. And now look, ombre and all that stuff is popular. Tell me if I'm saying his name right. Taliya. Because, you know, my name it ends with Iya and it's pronounced Iya. But a lot of people will say Kaya. And the boy is lying.
I can make a kitty cat. So if the column space is a 3 and space, it makes
okay, the girl is Taliya and the boy is lying. And then we have the 2 boys that you see now. I didn't know you have 5 kids a Perkins Life for. What'd you say, Trin?
I know how to make a code look. So if I do this,
It looked like I'm moving slow over there. I could tell I'm getting sleepy by the way my face look.
whatever.
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm making a kitty cat.
I don't mind gray hair, but my gray hairs are like so sporadic it just looks like I have something in my hair. Ooh, Trent, give me the Chromebook charger. It has 7 minutes. Mine, that's autocorrect's fault. Hold on, wait a minute, I missed something. Yes, that's right. Okay, I said her name right, Taliya. I did, and I guess she inherited my gray. Okay, my first gray hair, I was 13, but it was just one gray hair in the back right here. It wasn't until like, these kids. That's not the charger. It wasn't until these kids started getting on my nerve. I'm just playing. I'm 38 now. It's gonna come. Holy Spirit Firefall, are you talking to me or James when you say she looks very much like her dad? Because I'll give you a little gem here. Trinity looks just like her mom. Just like her mom, but she does have her dad's skin tone. Who not playing about what?
I'm not playing about us getting on your nerves.
Y'all do get on my nerve.
Told you.
All that arguing and stuff and follow me around everywhere I go. Oh, okay. I only saw one video. You were at the end of that one video. And I kind of think she looks like, maybe it's one. Okay, so I look exactly like my dad's mom. But when people see me with my mom, they'll say, oh my goodness, she looks just like you. Then they see my dad and they're like, oh no, she looks nothing like you. She looks just like him. Y'all, I'm getting sleepy. How long have we been on here, Trent? Trend calmed down at 13. I feel like this is, or are you talking about accepting the fact that they are growing up? Because I am adopted, so I don't look like anyone. Laugh out loud. That is so awesome that you were adopted, though. Were you a baby or older, if you don't mind me asking? I know that a lot of kids that are adopted are babies. They have a really hard time adopting out older kids for some reason. When I was 21, I had guardianship of a 16-year-old. And she's grown now, but I'm still going to call her my baby. I wish my baby was here with me. That was my baby. Okay, so Trin in her younger years, these stories I'm telling y'all about the stuff she used to do and she has done, I am really hoping that she is now out of that phase because Lord help me. But now I'm just like, it's hard to accept the fact that my baby is a big girl, like she'll be in high school. And it's like, once she goes to like this 8th grade, they're already in the they're already 6 weeks. This will be the 7th week of school already. And I'm like, 8th grade is already flying by. Like it's going by so quickly. And then she's going to go to 9th grade. And the next thing I know, I'm going to blink or wake up to go to her graduation. And where did the time go?
School will pass. I'm in the future.
And don't get me started with Taliya, who came home from the hospital and went straight to school. And now she's already in the 4th grade. And I'm thinking about skipping Taylor up to the 1st grade because that was something else I was going to mention about her in school. She is the head of her class. And so since she's online, her teacher puts her in these breakout rooms and tells her to do certain things. And she'll finish it in 5 minutes. So guess what? Then she's in here twirling in circles and trying to be seen in Talia's Zoom meeting. I was born in November. Hold on. Okay, I was born in November and went to an orphanage and was adopted in February. So I was a baby. Oh, that is so. I really, your parents were strict, and that's good. So I'm gonna say that is such a blessing. Did you have any siblings? Or do you? I'm sorry, not did you. Do you have siblings? You know, in those moments of being a boss mama, I be thinking to myself, Lord have mercy. I'll be glad when these kids grow up and they move out and my house can be clean and I can go in my room and watch TV and not have to worry about what's going on in there. But then again, I look at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, my babies. I mean, just yesterday, Troy put Taylor's baby car, not the infant car seat, but the one she had before we upgraded to the booster seat. He put it out on the curb and I was like, my baby. She used to be so little. Trent, how long did you say?
105.
Y'all, I am so sorry, but I have to get up in just a few hours. Not a few. Taliya will probably be up sooner than later. But, oh, it's right here at the top. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. My parents had a boy, then a baby after him, and something happened, and it caused my mom not to be able to have any more kids. Then they decided to adopt. So that is where I came. That is so wonderful. That is so wonderful. Because I have 3 girls, and I had so many issues having children. And actually, after Taylor was born, the doctor told me that I probably shouldn't have any more kids because it could kill me. Because when Taliya was born, they did a vertical incision, which can cause the uterus to erupt. So we would really like a boy, but that risk, and then it will probably be another girl. So I have mentioned adoption, but he's like, I won't. He wants his own son, he says, because he has 4 girls. So yes, I am so appreciative that you guys are here with me, and that you spent this time with me, even if you came in and went out and came in. I just really appreciate it. Right now, Q and Nene Vlogs is on. So what? Who is that? Oh, or you said Blessed and Beautifully Blended. Are they still there?
Yes, in Angel's Army.
Actually, let's go over to Blessed and Beautifully Blended. Let's go over to her and say, Kia Ray, or I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sleepy. Bloopers. McCrazy's Raid. Holy Spirit Firefall. Can you get her link? It is Blessed and Beautifully Blended. Let's go show her some love. Don't forget to hit her like button on your way in. Y'all, I have fallen in love with her family because they are a family of 8. They have 6 children, y'all. 6. Have a wonderful night and a blessed rest of your week. Thank you so much, the Perkins Life 4. I expect to be seeing you around in these YouTube streets. Yes, the dogs. They're easy. I'm scared of dogs. I'm giving y'all, Sis Jane, some time to put that link in here. I don't think they have them. Is there a link?
Gotcha.
She got it. All right. Don't forget to say Kia Raid. But we had dogs, James, and I was afraid of them. Yes. I love y'all. Bye-bye. I'm going to keep this up just for a little bit longer. I'm going to go off the camera, though. I love them, Sis Jane, but I am scared of them, especially the big ones. I'm really afraid of those. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming. I am so sleepy and so glad that we spent this time together. Apparently, I don't know what I'm doing. Should I go out with a song? I love you. I love you. I love my YouTube family. I love you. Y'all are part of my life. My happiest moments were incomplete if y'all weren't by my side. Y'all are my relation and connection to the sun. Blessed and beautifully blended. With y'all next to me, there's no darkness I can overcome. Sis Jane, I'm so proud to be your friend. I love you, love you, love. Is Jane still here? Are they? You just told me they were live. Oh. Brother James, I love you. You are my life. My happiest moments were incomplete if you weren't by my side. Anybody else from me? Listen, there's 5 people here, but I don't know who is all here. Go ahead and go over there. I'm waiting to see y'all kind of disappear out of here. Go to Blessed and Beautifully Blended. Tell them the McCrazies raid. Huh? Why do you? You just said they are. Give it here. You're confusing me. Sis Jane, will you tell me? Trina's confusing me. She keeps saying they're not live, and then she says Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and Beast.
Beauty and Beast. Beauty and the Beast.
Who's not live? Beauty and Beast or Blessed? Okay. So Blessed and Beautifully Blended is not live anymore. Trent had me confused. We can go over to Q and Nene or Angel's Army or Beauty and Beast Journey. She could use our love. Beauty and Beast Journey. Holy Spirit, Fire, Fall. Oh, okay. It's an encore, so she's only playing live videos. I don't think anyone else is live. Premiering now. Who?
Kiki Patrick and she's
Crochet. Kiki's Crochet is live. Trent, telling me was is not helping me. Okay, let's just go to Angels. Okay, let's go to Q and Nene then. Trent is not helping me. Angel's Army is an encore, so we're going to go to Q and Nene's vlogs. Yeah, she's still on there. I was just watching her. I don't see a live for Kiki. Well, I need to finish singing to them. Kiki is live? Oh, I didn't see it. Okay, well, maybe I went to the wrong Kiki. Yes, we can go raid her. I wanted to keep singing. Trin cut me off, and now Oh, Nene isn't live. What is that? That must have been something that came on after she. Bye, everyone. Go and see. I don't think they're like it. Go and see Kiki. Tell her the McCrazies raid. Show her some love. Alrighty. Bye-bye. I love y'all. I can't sing anymore because my mouth is dry. My mouth is dry. I need gum. I need gum.